Hey, right, I thought we'd have a rest from the BSA today. I do have just one more video to make. And I thought we'd do something a little bit different. My old friends at GOLDTOP England, down there in that London. I've not worked with them for years now. I think it was the Battle of Britain flying jacket that I last reviewed, which must be at least 5 years ago. And then a year or so before that, I reviewed their bobber jacket. Now, if you remember in a channel update a few weeks back, I mentioned that we'd sort of rekindled our friendship and we had a little collaboration coming up. Actually, rekindled our friendship. That makes it sound like we fell out, but we didn't. You couldn't possibly fall out with GOLDTOP, they're lovely people. Anyway, as Paula is appearing in the odd video now, and she's definitely riding with me more than she used to, they offered her the female version, or lady version, of the bobber jacket. Now, I should point out at this stage that everything that GOLDTOP has sent, they've sent free of charge for review purposes, and they don't have to be returned. But when I say they've been sent for review purposes, their attitude is, see how you feel with them. If you want to review them. If you don't. We're not bothered. And I actually thought this ladies' jacket was a really good idea for the channel because, we do have a few ladies that watch on a regular basis. And most of the male viewers have, lady wives or partners. And we just don't include them enough in the content. And I realise that views on this particular video might be quite low as a result, but fair's fair, we can't leave the ladies out. Now, I'm currently trying a new camera rig out, and we thought the perfect way to film this would just be to follow Paula around on one of our usual sort of excursions out on the bike. We're on the Classic 350 this time. And as you know, Paula's got a passion for plants, and generally speaking, our little excursions tend to be plant focused. Now, there's a local specialist plant shop in Hull in the old fruit market district called Plant and Paint, and this last weekend they had a little sort of a do celebrating their 5th anniversary. Now, I'd sort of forgotten, I've got so used to it, but as you know, Paula's started up her own channel, Urban Botanical. I'll leave a link top right hand of your screen now to her latest video. Now, she's putting her heart and soul into this channel. I've forgotten how difficult video editing is. So I would appreciate it if you would, after watching this video, obviously pop along and lend her a little bit of support. And thank those who have already lent their support to her channel because, she's absolutely delighted by the comments and the feedback that she's getting. Believe me, YouTube's difficult and, she is finding it hard to find her niche. Now, part of the reason for this little excursion was that she was looking for some vintage or antique terracotta plant pots for this week's video project. It amazes me how a plant pot can last for 50 or even 100 years, but they do, and they're not really expensive. Anyway, mission accomplished, she got what she wanted. Right, so back to GOLDTOP. Actually, my family has quite a long history with GOLDTOP products. I think they started up in the 1950s. I know that my dad had certainly some GOLDTOP gloves. My first motorcycle gloves were GOLDTOP. And if I remember correctly, just about all the police bike riding gear that I was issued when I was in the force was GOLDTOP as well. Back in the 1980s. They are, and they always have been, a very highly respected brand for quality motorcycle gear. They were certainly right up there with Lewis Leathers, Belstaff, and of course Barbour. They were the 4 main brands in British motorcycling back in the 60s. These days, GOLDTOP tend to concentrate more on their sort of back catalogue, if you like, the classic designs that were sort of well known back in the 50s and the 60s, with I think some designs from the 1970s as well. The ladies' bobber leather jacket is made from a 1.3mm thick aniline cowhide, and it carries a AAA certification as a CE approved protective garment for use on a motorcycle. And as motorcycling PPE goes, that's about as high as it gets. It comes as standard with the Knox Microlock armour at the shoulder and the elbows. I think the back protector is an additional option. It has a slightly padded interior with a sort of champagne coloured satin lining and features an eye-catching red suede detailing at the collar and the cuffs. All the zips are polished aero zips. Now that's a blast from the past. And all the smaller zips have a sort of pearl-linked chain attached to them to make them easy to operate when you're wearing gloves. The jacket features an elasticated sort of gusseted panel on either side to make sure that you get a good flattering form-fitting fit, with an adjustable strap on either side at the hem to ensure once again that you can tailor it for a perfect fit, and that features polished stainless steel adjustment buckles. It's a very classic sort of side fastening double breasted affair with a press-stud fastening strap at the throat. So this jacket gives excellent protection in the cold against the wind, but can also be left partly open to allow a bit of ventilation for that classic sort of Brando look. As for pockets, it has two zip-up hand warmer pockets and a further zip-up pocket at the breast for, you know, a driving licence or wallet or whatever. It also has two additional internal pockets. On the left-hand side, a zip-up pocket, and a standard non-zippable internal pocket on the right-hand side. I'm sure you'll notice that this jacket is made up from multiple panels. The quality of cowhide changes according to whereabouts on the hide the leather is. So GOLDTOP have only selected the best parts of the hide and have used that to take the opportunity to ensure that they've got a perfectly tailored fit to suit the female form, including a double diamond stitch patch at the shoulders and a double diamond stitch dropped back. Leather jackets can be tricky for men, but I've always thought that women of any age, shape or size always look really good in leather jackets, especially a well-made leather jacket. And they don't really come much better than GOLDTOP. Now, GOLDTOP say that the sizes do come up slightly small with their bobber jackets. Bear that in mind, although, having said that, leather does tend to soften up and stretch with wear, and it is essential that you get a good, snug, comfortable fit because, you know, the armour needs to be sort of in the right places when you're wearing the jacket. If it's too slack, there is always the danger that the armour could shift in the event of a spill and not be able to do its job. I know Paula did feel that this jacket was a little bit restrictive when she first got it. She had trouble fastening the zip up, not because it was too tight, but because the leather was so stiff she couldn't see what she was doing. But over sort of 300 or 400 miles of pillion riding, I'm pleased to report that it's slackened off nicely and she now finds it extremely comfortable. In fact, she's not worn any of her other jackets since this one arrived. The ladies' bobber jacket is available in three colours. The black, as you can see Paula wearing here, burgundy leather and a British racing green leather, which looks quite tasty. So there's something there for everyone. Ladies' sizes are quite variable. I mean, Paula is generally a size 10 to 12 depending on the manufacturer, you know, the brand and the cut. Sometimes even a size 8, you know, sizes are so variable. But in her opinion, this jacket fits true to size, especially, you know, when it's relaxed a little bit and, you know, the give has sort of taken hold as it should. Now, it would be unusual for a lady, but you can go a size up if you want to, so you can layer up underneath during the colder months. But the most important thing is that it fits well around the arms and the shoulders, just to make sure that you keep that armour where it's meant to be. Right, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this and my other videos, and in doing so helping to support this channel. I really do appreciate it. You can also support me in other ways by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And you can, if you like, make use of the PayPal donations page, the super thanks button down below, or my Patreon page. Congratulations to Plant and Paint for their 5-year anniversary, and thank you for allowing us to film on your premises. And of course, thank you to GOLDTOP for the opportunity to review the bobber jacket. I will of course leave a link to the bobber jacket and a link to Plant and Paint for those who are interested down in the video description down below. I am of course going to be back on Friday, so until then, please ride safely, and I'll see you soon.